Subscribe to Gizmo Times and get notified about our latest videos by hitting the bell icon. The ASUS ZenFone Max Pro was launched today with a very good pricing, and it sits right against the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 Pro. Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times, and today we are comparing the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro with the ASUS ZenFone Max Pro M1. Before we begin, this is to note that this comparison is only about the specifications that are offered here, and it's not the full comparison because that will come up only a few days after this, because we are yet to do a proper comparison of the camera and the battery. To begin with, the major similarities are with the screen size and the display as well, because it's the same 6-inch display offering you a full HD plus resolution, that's with the 18:9 aspect ratio, and then there's the Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 chipset that powers both the phones, and which is a good thing because that chipset is offering a very good performance on both the devices. Now let's get into the major differences. Firstly, the Redmi Note 5 Pro comes with the MIUI interface that is based on Android Nougat, but thankfully ASUS has finally ditched the Zen UI and they are coming up with the stock Android on the ZenFone Max Pro, and that is based on Android 8.1.0 Oreo. And the company is also promising you the future updates. When it comes to the physical aspect, there's a lot of similarity towards the bottom with the headphone jack, the microphone, micro USB port as well as the speakers. On the left is the SIM card tray. On the top, one of the advantages for the Redmi Note 5 Pro here is that it has the IR blaster for the quick remote functionality, and on the right are the same buttons, that's the power button as well as the volume rocker button. But again, if you take a look at the back of the phone from the side itself, there's a huge camera bump on the Redmi Note 5 Pro, which could be a bit disadvantageous because sometimes that would damage the camera lens glass. Now for the SIM card trays, here the ZenFone Max Pro has a major advantage because of offering a dedicated micro SD card slot, unlike the hybrid SIM slot that is given on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. On the back, the cameras again are different. Both the phones offer the dual lens camera combination, but it's a 12+5 megapixel combination on the Redmi Note 5 Pro and it's a 13+5 on the ASUS ZenFone Max Pro. But here you need to note that the camera's megapixel count doesn't matter all the time. It's also the aperture size, the optimization done, which matters in the final performance of the camera, and that is why we'll be coming up with the camera performance and the camera comparison pretty soon. And the phones from the front look quite the same because of the 18:9 aspect ratio, but the interface differs a lot here. Also, both the phones offer a fingerprint sensor that is present on the back of the devices, and here for the quick view that we have tried, the fingerprint sensor on the ZenFone Max Pro seemed a bit slower in response and also sometimes not as accurate as the one on the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 Pro. So far with the specifications, also with the battery again, it's a 5000 mAh battery that is powering the ASUS ZenFone Max Pro, which is quite high when you compare that with the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 Pro that offers a 4000 mAh battery. So in a few cases you can easily notice that the ASUS ZenFone Max Pro is beating the other one, but then again you'll have to look at the other factors such as the presence of the IR blaster, also with the selfie camera where you get a 20 megapixel selfie camera on the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 Pro, which is an advantage over the ZenFone Max Pro. This was the comparison between the ASUS ZenFone Max Pro and the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 Pro. We'll be coming up with the full comparison where you'll have all the photos and video samples for you to judge whether the ZenFone Max Pro is better or the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro is better. So this was a quick comparison. I hope you like this video. Do comment with any questions that you have about these two phones and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.